My dear viewers, when we make outgoing calls to a scammer, scammers do not say, quote, "We are breaking the law. It is fair that we should get some phone calls that only waste our time. It is our karma," end quote. Instead, the scammers will sometimes say that we are interfering with their business, as if an ongoing criminal enterprise should be a protected business. If the scammers can scrape a few $1,000s together to get an LTD designation in India and follow it through with a foreign LLC designation in America, then outgoing scambaiting calls can become a legal issue on American soil. Sadly, it is easy enough to find a lawyer who can practice in federal court. I think making outgoing scambaiting calls continues a long, proud American tradition of civil disobedience. On December 16, 1773, several hundred people protested the British Tea Act by dumping tea belonging to the East India Company into Boston Harbor. History does not mourn the East India Company's lost revenue. History remembers that the overwrought British response helped lead to fighting at Lexington and Concord in 1775 and the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. In 1850, the U.S. Congress passed the Fugitive Slave Act. If a slave escaped, even if he went to a free state, it was the responsibility of the American federal government to return him to his owner. Many Americans broke the law to smuggle escaped slaves to freedom in Canada. History does not mourn the loss of revenue that the plantation owners suffered. History celebrates those who helped slaves escape to freedom. In the 1960s, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee broke state laws in Jim Crow states by conducting sit-ins at segregated lunch counters. History does not mourn the loss of revenue that a segregated lunch counter at Woolworth's suffered. History remembers that the beatings and the jail time put pressure on Lyndon Johnson to pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. It is time for every American to decide if he is on the right side of history. Thank you.